morning students of class 9. Welcome back to the online classes now. So I hope you are going through the online portal. Many of the students are just ignoring and just passing the time without watching the online portal, and they are wasting their time. You should not waste your time because you have to finish the course, and the courses are there. It's not just like class 6, 7, 8. You need to be serious. So now we'll do English. Today we'll do poem. No men are foreign. So you can see there. No men are foreign. It's written by the author. The poet is James Kirkup. Written by James Kirkup. Now what the poet wants to tell us, what he wants to teach us. Now let's see now. Remember, no men are strange. Who are called strange? The person who does not belong to our community. They are quite strange. We do not know him. And no countries are foreign. Foreign means the other countries. The countries which is beyond the boundary of our country. They are called foreign countries. So remember, we must always remember that no men are strange. Why does the writer say this? All the human beings are same. Only thing, it is bounded by the boundary. So remember, no men are strange. All the people on this earth are not strange. We belong to the same family, and earth is our home. So we are not strange. No countries are foreign. The countries are not, we just mention it foreign country just to indicate that he belongs to that area. But as you look over, as you look through the deeply, or you can see closely, you can see that earth is our home and we live in on this earth. Just like in a family, there are different rooms. For each room there is one brother, or suppose a family has got many brothers. Each brother lives in stay in different rooms. Similarly, the earth is just like a home, and we have different rooms. The rooms are considered as countries. So similarly, the writer thinks in a broad sense. You can say, remember, no men are strange, no countries foreign. Beneath all uniform. All uniform means the dress, the clothes we put on. Under the clothes we have the same body, we have the same type of blood. So beneath all uniforms a single body breathes, means all human beings are alike. They are made of flesh and bones. So beneath all uniforms a single body breathes. Of course the color may be different, of course the height may be different, the physical feature may be different, but as a whole, internally we are same. All human beings are made of flesh and bones. So you can see that, like ours, the land our brothers walk upon, just as we live on the land in our country, we work, we study, we do various type of work and lead a good life. Similarly, the people around the world also, they work, they lead a good life. So just like what we do, as we do, whatever we do, other people around the world also do the same thing. There is no difference. So like ours, the land our brothers walk upon. In our country, the people in the villages, they work in the farms, in the field. In other countries also, they work in the field. In our country, the students go to school. Other countries also, they go to school. So all the activities are quite same. Is earth like this? Our earth is like this. It's a home. It's a home for all the people. We have a big home. Is earth like this, in which we all shall lie? Lie means remain. We live, we are born here, we live and we die. So there is not much difference among all the people around the world. There's no difference. We are born over here, we do all kinds of activities during the lifetime, and at the end we die and we remain here. So the world is a home, and it is being divided into different countries. Just like in a home, the rooms are being divided for each brothers. So similarly, the earth is our home. So there is no difference. So how can we say that the other people are strange, other people are foreigners? Do you consider your brother as a foreigner? No, he is a member of our family. How can we say that he is a strange person? Similarly, the earth is a home. So we cannot say that other people are strange people, they are foreigners. The writer thinks in a broad sense, in this way. The writer tells us that we must not consider other people as foreign, we must not consider other people as strange. They are like our brothers. You must have the feeling of brotherhood. So number 2, if we have this type of feeling of brotherhood, there would have been no wars, there would not have been any fights. But people do not think in this way. We must change our way of thinking, the writer says in this way. So number stanza 2, they too means the people around the world in different countries. Too means also, aware, they know, they are aware of the sun, the air and the water. Means as we receive sunlight, as we have air to breathe, as we have land to walk upon, similarly the other people around the world also have the sun, they receive sunlight, they receive rain, they have land to walk upon, build houses, do farming, same thing. There's no difference. So they too are aware of the sun, air and the water. It is meant for all the human beings. The nature has given this to all the human beings. The nature has never made a difference between the different countries. So they are fed by peaceful harvest. All the people eat whatever is grown on the land. So they are fed by peaceful harvest, by war-long winter starve. During winter, the crop doesn't grow because it is very cold, or even if it grows, it takes a long time to ripe. So in winter, most of the places around the world, it is covered with snow. In some areas, it is very, very cold. Winter starved. Winter starved means in winter, the days are cloudy, it's cold. People, most of the time, they remain in the house, and most of the crops are not grown. Very few crops are grown in certain areas, but most of the areas remain cold, especially in the northern latitudes. It's very cold. Winter starved. So as we have summer over here, as we have winter over here, and various seasons, similarly around the world, people experience various seasons. Certain part of the year they remain in the house, and certain part of the year they work very hard. Similarly, we also do the same thing. So now here, their hands are our hands. Their hands are like our hands. We work with our hands, they also work with their hands. Their hands are ours, means their hands are like our hands. And in their lines we read. What is this? In their lines we read. In their lines means, you see the poor people who work very hard, they grow very old due to poverty, due to hard work. They labor so much that you can see the wrinkles and the lines on their faces and hands. You must have seen that when old people, they grow old, their hands and their faces, you will find a lot of wrinkles due to old age. But when the people face difficulties, they have to work very hard and they are poor, naturally the wrinkles are developed on their hands and faces, on the body. So, and in their lines we read. By looking at their hands and by looking at their faces, we can read that he is a poor man, he is suffering, he is in trouble, he needs help. So, as People over here in our country, they suffer, they are poor. By their lines we can read that they are very poor, they are very in difficulties, they need attention. Similarly, in other countries also you find the same thing. There is not much difference. There is no difference, because all human beings are same. All human beings work, they grow old. By their wrinkles we can read, by their faces, by their appearance we can understand, we can read things by looking at their faces and hands. The one who work very hard, their hands are very rough, their hands remain most of the time dirty. This shows that he works very hard. He doesn't dirty his hand just like that. He works very hard, that's why his hands are very rough, wrinkles are there, it's quite untidy, dirty. So similarly, by looking at their hands and the lines on their hands and faces, we can read a lot of things about that person. So same thing, their hands are like our hands and we can read in their lines. A labor, not different from our own. A labor means a person who works. The person who puts up his energy to work, who spends his energy and time to do the work. It's the same thing. You must not think that, oh, I am only the person who is working. All the people are working. You must not always think that, oh, I am the only person who is working very hard. Others are not working. This type of mentality, this type of thinking is very, very wrong. All the people work. Not only in our country, but in other countries also, all the people work. In order to sustain, in order to maintain their life, they need to work. Some people work in the fields, some people work in the office, some people work in the factories, and some people work in the construction work. But they are working. They need to work. So that's why we must never feel that or think that other people are strange. You never try to avoid them. Be friendly. Maintain a relationship of brotherhood. So that's a good thing that the writer or the poet tells us, that we must change our way of thinking. We must not consider others as stranger or a foreigner. We must consider them as like our own brother and a member of our own family. So there will be peace and harmony in the world, and there is a sense of brotherhood. We help each other, we share each other. So this is a good quality that we must develop, and the writer or the poet wants to tell us, wants to teach us to look inside our heart, that what we feel, what we think about other people. So you can see that we have done these 2 stanzas. Now in our next class we will do more stanzas. Now here the meanings are given over here. Beneath means below, and lie means live and die. We lie on this earth means we live, we are born, we live, and we die here. Aware means know. Starved means hungry. Their lines means wrinkles. We read means we can understand. We can understand. By looking at their lines, we can understand how hard they are working. So that's all for today. In our next class, we will do the same, some more. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching. And I hope most of the students are not wasting their time. Many of them are not going through the online portal. I can see, I can find out. So that's all for today. We'll meet in the next class.